guys. Should have probably started this a little sooner. But starting to tear down. Let's get my diff out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take the winch out. I'm positive it's like right on top of the diff. So that's going to suck if I got to take that out. But, you know, just the normal basics. Undo the 15 millimeter bolt that goes to your shock and spring. And then come down here. I mean, it's pretty easy if you just take the fucking caliper off. If you do it like that, then you can get to the ball joint bolt pretty easily. But yeah, so two 15 millimeter bolts right there, another 15 millimeter bolt right there, or for your ball joint right there. And then you undo the cotter pin right there. I think it's a 21 or a 22. Pop that off and get your axle out. Zip tie this shit up the rest of the way, and then yeah, that's that for there. So it's gonna be pretty basic. I don't know about the diff part, but we'll see. I think it's gonna be pretty easily done. So I'll get back with you. Okay, so I've seen a video, or when I watched the video to see how to do this shit, dude told me basically take a crowbar or a pry bar or whatever the fuck and pop this axle out. You don't have to fuck with this side. Well, I think he had stock axles. I don't have stock axles, clearly. And my cup's a little bit too big to get because he said to get some of these. And like you go in behind the axle and then pop. But my axle is too big, so I can't get behind the axle into the cup. So that's not gonna happen. So I'm going to pull this side apart too. But I can get the roll pin and everything out. I'll show you all that right now. So you can do this with a normal punch, but you risk the here's a roll pin. So you risk you can do this with a normal punch, but you risk fucking it up if you do it like that. So if you get one of these roll pin punches, look like this, you can get them at Tractor Supply or any hardware store really, or like anything that has an automotive shit. You see that little hole right there? That's what this little dimple on here is for. I'm trying to get it focused. And you see the little dimple? That's what that's for. So you get it in there, punch it out, and then that'll slide off the spline. And then there's 4 bolts on the bottom to undo the diff. And that's pretty simple from there. I think I'm gonna have to take I think I'm gonna have to take my winch out, but that's okay too, because I gotta fucking fix my winch. I gotta fix my winch, so it'll be fine with me. Let's do it. Okay, so we got the roll pin out, thanks to her over there. These arched arms and shit are fucking, they make it really hard to do. You gotta like get in some weird ass positions. Anyway, you're not supposed to use these things again, but I'm gonna use it again because I don't care. It looks fine to me. So take that off. When you take that out, and then you'll be able to slide your drop shaft back off of the splines, and then from there you can unbolt the diff or whatnot like that. I still gotta do the other side to take apart the other axle, take the axle out. But yeah, I'm gonna drain the diff and I'll get back with y'all after that shit's done. So, all right, y'all. Okay, so that's not what diff fluid's supposed to look like. Not at all. It's supposed to be sort of clear. It's almost the consistency of mud. It's like mud. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like almost like the consistency of water. So yeah, that's great. It's wonderful. All right, so that's shit. But I already knew the front diff was garbage, so it was only a matter of time till it happened. So I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, so we got the diff out. Really nasty shit in there. Everything tore apart. All good. Sprog's bad, so I'm gonna go get that changed. I'm gonna go get new parts. Wondering if I should change these bearings. I should at least clean the bearings before I put it back together for sure. But you know, these things got shot everywhere, so that was fun. But other than that, it was fucking breeze. You got the winch over there. Just FYI, if you have a fucking winch and you need to take the front diff out, winch gotta come out. Winch probably not gonna go back in either. So hit me up if somebody needs a fucking winch. I'm not gonna put it back in, so because I have a feeling it's gonna just get worse and worse and worse with diff wise. Probably gonna keep on blowing diffs, so keep the winch out. You don't need a winch anyway. Where we're going, we don't need winches. We don't get stuck, so it's fine. Just looking at Brian. Teeth
a little bit of damage.
Any teeth fucked up?
It's kind of rough.
That's fine.
I think it's still good.
It's okay.
It'll be fine. This one.
That's pretty fucked up. That one is pretty fucked up. I wonder how that happened. Anyway, gotta get new axle seals because clearly my diff leaks. Don't know where, don't know how. But it's fucked up. And that's not my vent line because my vent line runs up in my cage, so clearly not the vent line. But we'll find it. We're gonna figure it out.